Welcome back to the Anti-Gravity Room, guys. Today we are doing some Marvel Legends opening. I was able to get my hands on a Captain America Scourge from the Mercenaries of Mayhem part of the Captain America Onslaught Build-A-Wave figures. It's actually a week early. Check your Walmarts. They are coming out. If you can't get it from Walmart, then I guess you can fucking kill yourself because you're not going to find it on the shelf anywhere else. Unless you get it this week, because Scourge and Taskmaster seem to be one per case, and they also seem to be the figures that everyone wants to get. I checked 3 Walmarts before I actually found a Taskmaster. Here, we'll check out your close-up here, the back of the box. And there's Taskmaster and Marvel's Demolition Man. I don't know why they call him Demolition Man. I always called him Scourge, but I guess, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's a picture of Onslaught, Captain America, Mockingbird, Peggy Smith, Carter, whatever her name is. Whirlwind, Copperhead, Scourge, and Taskmaster. I don't know why they make these Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. figures to fucking sit on the shelf. You know how many Phil Coulsons and Maria Hills there are for Toys R Us exclusives sitting there on my fucking Toys R Us shelf? And they'll never get any more fucking Marvel Legends because they won't sell those. Anyways, let's get it cracked open and we'll see what it looks like. Here we go. Okay, and here we have Demolition Man Scourge out of the package. He actually is a quite detailed figure. I actually like this figure a lot. It might be my favorite figure in the wave. I'll just give you a quick little turn around here. His ears exposed. I like that part of the helmet, actually. It's kind of neat that it does that. And there's the legs. The legs aren't really a detail. There's really no detailing in the boots either, which I would have liked, but you know, those things happen. One thing I do like, he has a holster here, and it does fit the gun, and a holster for the knife, which also fits right in pretty well. So that's cool. He has this weird utility belt thing here, which looks like it comes off, kind of like the Kraven one, but I have not found a point where it would detach unless I'm really missing it, or it's just really tight and I have no idea. But articulation-wise, we'll get into that right now. Actually, like, oh man, I can't get over how much I like this. Okay, so head, left, right, no problem. Up and down. Not there at all. You cannot move your head up or down, which is fucking really disappointing. I mean, it's a nice head sculpt a lot, but like to not be able to look up or down is fucking crazy. Shoulder, you get the generic shoulders, not the double jointed shoulders where it has like another loose joint right here in this area. It's just the regular ass shoulders. You have the bicep swivel. You have elbows. They are not elbows that can bend backwards. They can only bend in one way. They can't pivot. The wrist can rotate and pivot around, which is good since he's a gunman and a knifeman. Same thing with this arm. Same thing all the way around. Ab crunch. He has an ab crunch, but once again, due to the actual building of the figure, for instance, I can't ab crunch it back without tearing this plastic rubberiness, which is in the way here, and I can only ab crunch him once forward a little bit, and I feel like you can't get it anymore. So you have kind of a forward ab crunch, but you do not have a back ab crunch unless you're willing to break or almost break your figure, which kind of sucks. The holster here is not detachable, but it is loose from him once again. So it's weird that they would make it loose but not detachable. So you can maybe put it on the other leg or something. Leg-wise, you have the swivel, you have up and down. You have knees, which are not... Oh, they're kind of double... No, not really. They're not double jointed at all. You have the knees. The feet, the ankle pivot is there. I know people like Shardamus will be really happy about that. But they definitely missed out on the... You can't move your ankle forward or back. Like, that's it. That little... You hear that little click? That little... That's it. That's it right there. So he's really hard to get him to stand up. So you'll notice that I'm actually kind of holding him and rotating him, because unless you get him against the wall or use some sticky tack, you're going to have a hard time posing him and getting him to stand up, which is troubling to me because it's such a nice looking figure. But yeah, it sucks. I mean, that's something Hasbro will have to work on if they reprint the wave or not, as much, maybe change the feet around a little bit. But we'll get on with some size comparisons. Here we go. Okay, so here he is next to the Scarlet Spider. As you can see, he's a little bit taller, and Spider-Man is actually one of the taller figures in the series of Marvel Legends that I've encountered so far. He's a little bit of a, not the taller figures, but you know, he's taller than average, slightly taller than average. So that means this guy is also slightly taller than average. I'll put him next to one of the taller characters I own as well. This is the tallest Marvel character I own that is not a Build-A-Figure currently, and there's Kraven the Hunter, and he actually stands just a little bit, maybe about a centimeter shorter than Kraven. And Kraven stands about 6.75 inches. So I'm going to gamble that this old boy here weighs about 6.5 inches. And let's check him here. Oh, that is a pretty good guesstimate. He is just about 6.5 inches, maybe about 6 1/3. In between 6 1/3 and 6.5 inches he is coming in at. So Scourge is actually a little bit taller than the average figure, which is nice. So he's on par with Captain America, which will look great for your posing. And with the Demolition Man Scourge Wave, you are going to get the left leg of Onslaught. Just in case you're wondering which leg it is or which piece, it is definitely the left leg you will receive with Scourge. And there you have it. Demolition Man Scourge from the new Marvel Legends Captain America series. Pretty good figure. I'm really happy about the general look of the figure and the attention to detail. Really disappointed with the shitty articulation. So they turned what I would have been one of my favorite figures to date into you know, a solid maybe 7 out of 10 figure. It's definitely good if you like the new Civil War, because I know he's in it. You're definitely going to pick this up. And if you like Scourge or Demolition Man, this is a great figure. But I mean, for you people who are kind of on the fence about it, I leave it up to you. It really comes down to it, what you care more about, detail or articulation. Luckily, I am someone who I like detail more than articulation, so for me, it's still like a solid 7, 8 out of 10 figure. But for some of you who really want to pose and do action scenes, you might be kind of disappointed. So keep that in mind when you buy it. If you like the video, make sure to share, subscribe, like, all that good stuff that you do on YouTube, whatever they have now, tweet, whatever. And coming over here and check out this video right here on the left. We'll have more Marvel Legends openings in the future, so make sure to check back regularly and take care.